Hello everyone, this is Brainy Ghost and today I'm gonna show you how to convert GPT disk to MBR and vice versa. First, open the command prompt and open disk part. Type list disk and you will see this columns and rows. So we have disk number, status, size, free space. This is not the usable space, this is the allocated space. This is the total size of this hard drive. This 0 has a 931 gigs and this one has 55 gigs. This is the unallocated space. I allocated all of this hard drive's space, so I don't have any unallocated space. So this dyn and this GPT. If the disk has a asterisk like this in the GPT row, then that disk is considered as a GPT partition, like this, the disk 1. Otherwise, that hard drive is an MBR, like this disk 0. To select the disk that we want to modify, type select disk and the disk number. Make sure to select the right disk. If not, you could be in trouble. In my case, I want to edit disk 1, so I selected disk 1. Disk 0 stores my important files and my operating system. If I selected that and do some modification to that disk 0, then my important files and my operating system would be affected. Once the disk that we want to modify is selected, we can now type the clean command. Be careful, the clean command is similar to the format. It will remove all of the files in the hard disk. So make sure you selected the right disk. You don't want to delete your important files. I want to convert the disk 1 to MBR because it is in its format is GPT. I want its partition table to be MBR. So to do that, type this command convert MBR. Once we're done with the conversion, we can check the status of the disk. Now let's type the list disk command again. As you can see, the asterisk in the GPT column in the second row is now gone because disk 1 is not a GPT partition table anymore. It is now an MBR. And also the asterisk on the right before the disk name is the selected status. If there is an asterisk before the disk name or the disk number column, then that means that disk is currently selected. Now let's convert back the disk 1 to GPT. Let's exit the disk part and let's reopen it. Then type list disk then select disk 1, clean it first, use the clean command, and then type convert MBR, and then once it is successfully converted to GPT, let's view the current status of disk 1. Now, so type disk, and as you can see, the second row of the GPT column has an asterisk because disk 1 is now a GPT format. Also, I forgot to mention the free column, the second row in the free column has a value. That's because I cleaned the disk 1 and unallocated the allocated space. As you can see, the free has now a 55 gig, which is the total size of the disk. It means that these 55 gigs are unallocated. To allocate those unallocated space in disk 1, go to disk management and then right click on this unallocated box and click new simple volume. I want to allocate all of the unallocated space, so I'm good with this default settings. Now that all of the unallocated space of disk 1 is now allocated, you can check the unallocated space of a disk in disk part if you want. And that's all. Hope it helps.